This lady can be a right dragon. Hello, howdy peeps. It is Wednesday, day 3 of my video week. And today, I'm sorry to say, we've got a duff bot. A bot that I don't particularly like. And let's get on with it. This is a bot that I've watched reviews, lots of people doing reviews of this bot. She's a fembot on YouTube, and the general consensus is a lot of people very happy with her. They like to gush over her, but me, I'm not so keen. I am of course referring to Transformers Prime Beast Hunters Ripclaw. Now, I have a bit of a problem with this. How so, I hear you say? Well, let's go for starters. 1. This stupid rubbery head. Look, I mean, it's ridiculous. I mean, of all the places to put rubber on a toy like this, why put it on the head? There's plenty of other sort of spiky bits on it that you could have put the rubber on. Yeah, so I'm not too keen on that. Also, when she's in dragon mode, the ball joint on her head, she can't lift her head up. That's as far up as her head will go. It'll go down, but it won't go up anymore. That's stupid. So if you've got her in a quadruped stance, she's staring at the floor all the time. She can't raise her head up. And there's no more articulation on the head apart from the head twists and it goes up and down a bit. That's it. That's all you get. Rubbish. Sorry, they could have done better than that. I think if you took the if you hollowed out the ball connector on the ball joint, you might be able to get a bit more upward motion on the head, but apart from that, it's naff. And I've got a few QC issues on this particular toy. I don't know whether this affected all of them, but this particular model has QC issues, quality control. Mostly on the forelegs. This one had a tendency to pop off when you turned it. Now, it's working now because of 2 reasons. 1, I've swapped it for the other one, so she's now ambidextrous. She's got a right and a left and a left on her front, but there's not really much difference between them, so I think you can put them either way round. And on this mushroom joint here, there was some moulding flash, which when you put the proper arm onto it, like so, and you twist it, it comes off, just like that. It just keeps coming off. So, yeah, it's not very good. The other QC issue I've got is to do with the paint apps. Now, she's got the 4 claws on the front. If you flip them over and open them out, you can see they're gold, supposedly. But when you open them out, you can see they haven't bothered to paint the inside of the claws. You can see all this blue plastic showing through. And it's the same on this one. So they kind of missed painting the inside of these claws. And speaking of gold, these bits of plastic here, this bit of plastic here, these bits here, that bit there, does that not look a bit like gold plastic? It's kind of a tanny plastic, but sort of looks vaguely similar to gold plastic. So does that mean we're going to have problems with this turning into dust in the future? Anyway, QC and rubbery head quibbles aside, what about the rest of it? Well, when they moulded the wings, they got these, well, quite a lot of plastic on this. They put these other bits of other colours mixed in with the plastic when they moulded it, which looks kind of interesting. Posability, not much on the head. You've got ball jointed upper arms, pivot there, a swivel there, and a bit of movement on the claws. Back legs, she's got chicken legs, got ball jointed foot, swivel, ball joint. So you can get a fair bit of movement out of her. The only problem is she's kind of difficult to pose. And this tail, it's got like a big rubbery thing through the middle of it, so that it springs around. You can unclip it and make it go all floppy. But I mean, what else are you supposed to do with it? There is obviously a joint on the tail where you can bring it forwards and then back. But yeah, posing her is difficult. The ball joints, some of the ball joints are a little loose, and you try to get it in a pose and it collapses. So on that strength alone, I don't think that much of her. So let's turn her into a robot. So, the transformation. Not much to it really. Straighten out the legs, twist the arms round, flip out the hands, pull out a few panels and reposition them, fold back the dragon head, you're done. It's not that involved. There isn't much imagination required to transform this thing. Obviously, the tail can be used as an extra prop to standing her up, because she is a bit back heavy because of it. Articulation, good articulation on the legs, ball jointed foot, knees, sort of a swivelly hip, only gives you limited movement. Swivelly forearms, the hands, they sort of move in and out on the transformation joint, and you got these shoulder guards, bit of posability with the wings and the tail, which this claw on the end of her tail comes off and becomes a weapon she can wield, like so. And obviously it's a spring-loaded clawy thing. The head sculpt, I mean, what's going on with this? I thought this was supposed to be a fembot. Looks like, the Green Goblin's grandma. And what's with this collar here? She looks like she's doing a Sally Toksvig impression, Sally Toksvig, Sally Toksvig. It's ridiculous. I mean, the head, you can just move it up and down a bit. You can't really turn it. I only bought this because I was on one of my car boot hauls around the local car boots, and I was doing quite well for myself on this particular day, and there was this one store and they had both of them, And I was looking at it and I'm thinking, I don't really want anything from the, the Beast Hunters line because it's a bit new. I want something a bit more vintage. But sort of haggled a bit with the price and got it a bit cheaper than what the woman wanted for it. So, and it was more or less packaged. The card had been ripped off, but the rest of the packaging was there. So it was a brand new bot. So that's why I bought it. But to be honest, not that enthralled by it. Everyone else seems to like it but me. But we can't all be, can't all be pleased with what we got. Anyway, that's been video number 3 for Video Week. I've got a list of the rest of them I'm going to do. But anyway, there you go. More tomorrow. See yous.